Okay. Hey, buddy.
The dragon sits perched on the edge of the caldera. You eye him warily, shouting, "There's nowhere left to run." He lets loose an intimidating roar, but you and your party stand tall, unbowed. Victory is within reach. You have never felt more ready to slay a creature in your life. You draw your sword and charge, blade raised and ready to strike. In an instant, his bodyguard appears before you. You can see the bloodlust inside him as he stares you all down. He looks upon you and sees only greed. "Fools," he shouts. "You shall not be stopped. You have your reasons for wanting the dragon dead, and they are enough. They are everything. This conflict is inevitable. You heave your sword toward the enemy, come what may." You can do this.
Damage. Let's see. I assume he's...
Nice.
Just takes 2. One turn's enough.
Vince falls, his face covered in blood. "Why would you give your life to protect the dragon?" Melanie asks sharply. Asks the one who has forsaken her own. "What would you know of loyalty?" Vince roars, consumed with rage. He begins chanting, no doubt preparing to cast a spell. "No, that spell is forbidden," Melanie shrieks. It's too late. A stupendously powerful magic swirls out of the ether, enveloping them both. Vince turns to face you once more, his aura unlike anything you've felt before. You tighten your grip on your sword. There's no turning back now.
Vince, but stronger. Add 3 to ally and the enemy's defense.
Vince adopts a sweeping stance between you and the dragon. You'll have to deal with him first if you hope to attack your quarry.
Are you... I assume you're immune. Trust it. Not the bolt damage. Oh, oh no. I think he resists though. Yeah, he does. Darn. Feel like I didn't do anything. What the heck? Okay. Oh, okay. That's gonna hurt. Oh. Eulogy. Heal everyone. Yeah, sure. Magic bullet. Magic bullet. Ooh, 20 dark damage. Like I could end it. Just want to make sure everyone's healed by the time the Dargon comes around. That'd suck if I'd immediately have to go into another fight and we're all low health. Oh, it's got 15 health? Cool, this will do 15 dark damage. As long as it doesn't miss. Alright, we gonna check on him? Make sure he's okay? Hey, I leveled up. Ferris gets to level up. Melanie gets to level up. And Bruno gets to level up. Hey, big man, you okay?
The battle has been won. Tears stream down Vince's face. You watch him out of the corner of your eye as you turn your attention toward the dragon. Vince, undeterred by the wounds that now cover his body, rises to his feet and moves to protect the dragon one last time. Enough! The dragon speaks. He declares that he wishes to see further harm befall none. Then you ought not to have brought harm upon us, you shout, listing off the horrors you have heard on your journey. Vince, filled with righteous indignation, denounces each and every one as a lie. The dragon admits that your prowess in battle and willingness to pursue him the world over have earned you the right to hear the truth about this world. The dragon claims he shares a special bond with the medicine that helps people the world over.
Yes, dragon, what he has to do with the medicine. Where does the medicine got to do with it? Where does the medicine come from?
All those who succeeded in capturing the dragon in the past forced him to live a nightmarish existence on this island. They would stab him with several hundred spears. They would slice his scales off with their swords. Every day a fresh horror would visit him in the heart of the island, and every day he would cry out in pain. They then gathered up the dragon tear he shed and used it to produce their medicine.
As dragon, what he has to do with the medicine? What's the medicine got to do with it?
Everyone in the world drinks this medicine as though it were water. Taking this medicine heals all wounds and cures all ills. It is a crutch that humanity can no longer live without. The primary ingredient in this medicine is dragon tear. You cast your mind back over your travels, over all the people who sought the medicine and were saved by it. The mere thought that so much good was born of the dragon's torture makes your mind reel. You feel unmoored. No one moves, or so much as makes a sound. His words weigh on each and every one of you. The dragon claims he has grown weary of suffering for the benefit of humankind. And so, he intones, I beseech you, strike me down. You hear only hurt and fatigue in his voice. Comply, and you will fulfill the order that was given you. The riches you have coveted for so long shall be yours. But know that if you do, the medicine upon which people have come to rely shall cease to exist, threatening the very foundation upon which humanity was built.
What does your heart desire? Though we have to slay the dragon, we cannot kill the dragon.
Now knowing the tragic reality, you cannot kill this creature. Your heart filled with anguish, you lower your weapon. Out of nowhere, a burst of magic crashes over the entire party, rendering you unable to move. The Ivory Order have found their way back to the caldera and stand before the dragon once more. Sherwin stares the dragon down, fire in his eyes. At last, the world is safe, he says. Seize him at once. Edwin urges. With a nod, Sherwin approaches the dragon.
Bam.
In one motion, Sherwin unsheathes his sword and cleaves the dragon in two. The dragon's lifeless corpse lurches backward before dropping over the edge into the caldera. What have you done? The others ask quietly, unable to comprehend Sherwin's actions. The earth shakes. The dragon's body seems to have energized the lava enough to spur an eruption. All that remains is to destroy that place, he hisses, and storms off with purpose. The remaining members of the Ivory Order are still in shock, but Edwin orders them out, and they flee out of sight. The volcano is about to erupt, and will surely take you with it. Melanie suggests the party take Vince as well, but he insists he remain here. He speaks his final request, his voice already fading. Dragon Tear is more powerful than you can imagine, he says, his voice weak and raspy. It could end this world. You mustn't let them use it. Stop them at all costs. Use the forbidden magic if you have to, Melanie. Vince's final pronouncement echoing in your head, you race to catch up to the Ivory Order. The eruption is imminent. The earlier tremors collapsed the passage you took to reach the caldera. Follow the other passage out and escape before it's too late.
The volcano within 100 steps. Any moves are displayed in the upper left corner. It decreases each time you move. If the counter reaches 0, then it's game over. Oh god. You cannot jump, save, or load until you escape. Great. Autosaving has also been disabled. Further, you cannot use a bellwether. I was wondering about that. Would you like to save now? It may be a good idea to save somewhere other than your previous save data. Sure, buddy, sure. Yeah, this will work. Mar gets a leveled up. That's a long way down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How much gold do I have, by the way? 12,000? Not bad. That's a dead end.
Take your time. There's no need to rush yet.
It feels like there's a need to rush. Yeah, I guess. Because of course we need to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I cannot make a mistake here.
You might want to pick up the pace about now.
Oh boy, I only have a little bit left.
You're nearly out. The relief of knowing you may yet outrun the encroaching lava is immense. And short-lived, as monsters burst forth from the lava, blocking your escape.
Fine.
Oh?
What to do, what to do. Takes 2, goes to 4. I trust it. We'll see if that does anything. One. Darn. That'll do. Hey, level up. And Bruno gets a level up.
You race out of the volcano, the monsters scarcely having hit the ground behind you.
On an island drowning in the very medicine meant to save it, a lone knight wages a lonely battle. Of a volcano belching acid and smoke, our heroes have an audience with the dragon once more. An audience in which the dragon and the one-eyed man stuttered their hero's illusion of peace. The great medicine on which these people rely comes from the dragon himself. The ground heaves as the dragon's life expires and the volcano prepares to unleash its fury. Our heroes narrowly escape with their lives as lava spews from the caldera. What does the Ivory Order truly want? What secret does this island harbor? Where is the knight in white gone, and what awesome power lies within? Chapter 7, The Dragon Tier.
After your narrow escape from the volcano, you mull over what you learned at the summit. The truth about the dragon and the medicine. What the Ivory Order and Sherwin are actually after. And Vince's dying warning about Dragon Tier destroying the world. You decide to return to the village of the sick to try and make sense of everything.
Visit to the village of the sick. Through your game loading the game and moving with the jump ability are now permitted. Hooray! Fill the necessary requirements and unlock the Vince's Flipside story. Alright, poor guy. What are we learning about you? Vince. I'm skipping over him. Though they share a birthright, Vince's magical might far outstrips Melanie's. He is now the dragon's stalwart companion, and is every worry of the Ivory Order. Journey revealed to him that the awful secret that binds the dragon to the Ivory Order. As he fell into the heart of the volcano, he had the peace of knowing he'd fulfilled his duty. Alright, back to the village of the sick.
I'm exhausted, says Ridis. She certainly looks it. Bruno is silent and looks deep in thought. As you head into the village after your friends, another headache splits your skull. This place. Something about it is triggering a memory that feels like it's trying to claw its way out of your brain. Let's rest up at the inn, suggests Melanie, taking in everyone's state.
What's your bones? The village of the sick inn.
It appears he dropped the medicine bottles he was holding during the eruption's ensuing earthquake. He kneels down, bringing his face close to the ground, and laps up the muddy medicine. He crouches by the roadside, then lies completely still. His breathing slows to a stop, hands still clasping the medicine bottle. This island is doomed, she says, knowing of the eruption. Her face exudes happiness, as if she has been freed. It appears she has no knowledge of the eruption and earthquake. The ground just doesn't want to stay still lately.
I'll go to the armor. Get some gear for everyone. Get it just to have it. Upgrade Ma. We have this. Assassin's bow. Yeah, I get the witch's wear. Mara has that. Yeah, sure, we can get it for Bruno. Oh, that cost 3,000. Oh, God. Well, where as the collection goes, right? All these, missing his ultimate, missing the ultimate here, ultimate here, ultimate here. There's another piece of armor we're missing. Ultimate armor here, ultimate armor here. Ultimate armors? Or another piece of armor and then the ultimate. Rings. Missing 2, 3, 4. Alright.
At dinner time, you and your friends gather around the table. For a while, it's quiet, but then Melanie speaks up. Now that the dragon's been defeated, she says, "What are we going to do?"
What do you answer? Returns to the castle, collect the reward, go after the Ivory Order, find out more about this island.
In truth, the Ivory Order wanted to capture the dragon alive, but Sherwin killed him. You can't help feeling the Ivory Order is still hiding something about this island, the dragon and the medicine. We might want to look into this island a bit more, suggests Melanie. Bruno agrees with you. They call this place Mount Medica. Something tells me there are still secrets to uncover. Whether you go after the Ivory Order or investigate the island, first and foremost, you need information. The Overseer should be pretty knowledgeable about the island, reasons Melanie. You decide to pay a visit to the Overseer after a good night's rest.
Hear what Silver, the self-proclaimed Overseer of the Village of the Sick, has to say.
Selfor, the village headman come overseer, comes out to welcome you. After detailing what happened atop the volcano, you ask him to tell you everything he knows about this island. So, the dragon's tears are the medicine's main ingredient, he muses.
You ask Silver. Let's deal with this island where this is where the medicine is made.
You ask Selfor what the deal with this island is. After a moment, he begins speaking in a quiet voice. He tells you about the medicine factory here on the island that the Ivory Order oversees, and that this village was founded in order to provide a steady supply of human test subjects for their new medicine. Now that you know the truth about the island and the village, you turn to Selfor and pose further questions.
What do you ask? They forced the dragon testing new medicine.
What do you mean, testing new medicine, you ask? Selfor explains that before the Ivory Order sends any of its medicines out to the greater world, they test them here first. With all the new medicines they're constantly prescribed, the villagers here suffer strange side effects. All except Selfor, who says he's exempt from the tests on account of being in charge of the village on the Order's behalf. Probing further, you ask, and the Ivory Order forced the dragon to make medicine at that factory? I'm almost positive they did, he replies. That explains why the Order wanted to capture him, says Bruno, understanding dawning on his face. But if that's the case, why did Sherwin flout the Order and kill the dragon? You're still missing the final piece of this puzzle. Sometimes we get people who try to escape, he says, his gaze dropping. The Order always catches them. This is horrible, says Melanie, a harrowed look on her face. You know the abandoned house at the western edge of the village? Well, once upon a time, a family of 4 lived there. As Selfor speaks, you feel all the blood drain from your body. There's something I'd like to see for myself at that house, you say, your brow creased. At the uncharacteristically somber look on your face, Melanie, Riddis, and Bruno give silent nods.
Make your way to the abandoned house to the west of the village of the sick. Yeah, teleport there.
You stand before the dilapidated house. It looks like no one's lived here for a long, long time. You open the door and go inside, your gaze roving across the dusty space. Your eyes land on a progression of horizontal notches on the lower section of a support beam, markings to measure a child's growth. And carved into the beam beside the markings are your and Mars' names. Seeing your names unleashes a flood of memories you hadn't realized you'd kept locked away.
Can we go home? It's getting dark. It's getting really dark. Now let's go. Turn home. Huh. Better head home. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. We're back. Oh, welcome. Oh, look at you two, caked in mud again. What kept you out so late, huh? Mara hid so well, it took me ages to find her. I'm the hide-and-seek champion. You're my snot-nosed little sister is what you are. Yeah, you're just mad because I always find you super fast. Alright, settle down, you little terrors. I swear, you twins are the only ones who can keep up with themselves. Let's go get change for dinner. Is this a watery soup really all there is again? Money won't change that, I'm afraid. But I want more. I want real food. I want real food. This isn't going to fill me up at all. I know, we just can't afford to buy anything else. But it won't be like this forever, you'll see. Several days later. Now I want the two of you to hold on to my hands no matter what, alright? Pitch black outside, where are we going? Hurry, we can't let them find us. Yeah. Your subject spotted, securing at once. Give me more medicine. The effects of this new medicine spiral too much out of hand. It's a failure. What are you waiting for? Put it in my... Quick. This one's no good either. Pitiful, what happens to the ones who try to flee? What are the findings for the medicine those twins were given? Look at that girl. She's transforming into a monster. So she's a non-match for the medicine. Only an undiluted solution of dragon tear can cure her now. This is the one exhibiting any signs of transformation. We have enough to make our report to the mausoleum now. That's the woman. I'll never understand why they choose to build a factory on this island. At the mausoleum, it's so out of the way. What should we do with the twins? Dispose of them? No, leave them to die with their parents.
The trauma of what happened combined with the effects of the medicine, spurred the loss of your memories. But now you remember the horror in full detail. Sobbing, you gather Mar in your arms. Melanie, Riddis, and Bruno just stand there in silence, absorbing the truth of your origins. Melanie, who knows all too well the pain of losing your parents, turns to you with tears on her cheeks. We have a lot in common, you and I. That's how we've made it this far together, she says softly.
Nod, shake your head. I went through much worse.
You give her a silent nod. But I've still got farther to go, you say, scrubbing your face dry. As painful as those memories are, something the Ivory Order disciples said gave you hope. If you can get your hands on an undiluted solution of dragon tear, you can restore Mar to her human form. And what was that about the place they called the mausoleum? That's probably a good enough place as any to start looking for dragon tear. Melanie doesn't miss the determination that blooms on your face. Whatever it is you need to do, she says, I'm with you.
Learned the mausoleum's precise location. From the Elder. Probably the Elder.
You ask Selfor if he's ever heard of a place called the Mausoleum. He tells you the steep cliffs north of the village block the way. To get to the Mausoleum, you'll have to go around. He advises you to first go east, and then head north from the wharf. The wharf, that's where we first docked, right? Clarifies Bruno.
The wharf that used to go to the sick
To
journey.
the mausoleum is a long one. If you start feeling weary on your journey, use the jump feature to return to the village.
Good thing. Other necessary requirements unlock Sulfur's Flipside story. Interesting, it doesn't seem to be a man full of malice. Sulfur is a peculiar man who calls himself the Overseer. He once served dutifully as a Knight of the Ivory Order to protect his beloved family. Sulfur takes it upon himself to help villagers enter the afterlife. Some of the villagers he has bid farewell, many very well have been his family. Some of the villagers he has bid farewell may very well be. Yeah. Yeah. Came with duty, and then it came with compassion, and sorrow. Leave? Sure. Go north.
A giant boulder impedes the path. You stop, unable to go any farther. But when you turn around, who do you see but the Ivory Order trio? In a flash, you draw your weapons, but Headwind calls out, "Wait." Unlike the other times you've crossed paths, the trio doesn't seem keen on fighting you. You lower your weapons in response. Conveniently, you've got some questions for them anyway.
You asked about the trio. The island, what the Ivory Order
You
wants.
demand to know what the Ivory Order wants. There's no reason to hide it any longer, begins Hedwin. He tells you of the immense fortune the Order amassed by selling the medicine they forced the dragon to make on this island. And he confirms recapturing the dragon was the Order's true goal. The dragon's imprisonment on this island was a secret only the upper echelons of the Order were privy to. Even Queen Nilla didn't know.
Trio in the mausoleum.
You ask where Sherwin disappeared to after he killed the dragon atop the volcano.
You probably don't know the answer.
We too seek Sherwin, says Winifred.
Makes sense.
Atop the volcano, Sherwin swore to destroy that place. Hedwyn says he was talking about the mausoleum. Winifred ponders the question of why Sherwin would betray the Order and kill the dragon. Alas, we cannot get to the mausoleum with this in our way, Hedwyn says, gesturing to the giant boulder. Upon closer examination of the boulder, you see fissures spidering along its surface. Perhaps it was weakened by the earthquake caused by the volcano erupting. With the right approach, you might be able to force your way through after all.
What will you do? We'll break it. Ask Bruno, ask Rudis, ask Mar, ask Melanie. The power of power?
You ask Bruno to put his brawn to use and smash the boulder to smithereens. He squares off in front of the giant stone and strikes the fissure with a mighty knife-edged chop. Silence rings for a moment before the boulder crumbles to dust. The Ivory Order trio offers a curt thanks before hurrying on ahead. The jerks.
Sail on mountains in search of the mausoleum. The necessary requirements unlocked Winifred's flipside story, Ruins and Headwinds. Collection, characters, Ivory Order. Winifred was born into the Ivory Order and raised as a dignified lady. Her fellow Order members find her maze training a boon on their travels. The overly talkative sage and the taciturn warrior, Winifred's journey was far from easy. Worst part though, her pristine white robes were soiled. Oh no. How rude. Barrowin. The Ivory Order values warriors as level-headed and trustworthy as Barrowin. Warriors who approach wood chopping and bodyguard details with equal amounts of intensity and fortitude. If ordered to advance, Barrowin will follow that to the letter, smashing through anything in his path, be it a wall or an entire house. Thus, he has deemed perfect for Winifred's escort. When the entire Ivory Order reserves Hedwyn for his wisdom. When a young woman was placed in his care, his obsessive focus on etiquette revealed another side, exacting disciplinarian. Winifred, no, stop that, this instant. Those who know Hedwyn best say his jet black hair began turning white the day young Winifred was placed in his care. It's like a father figure. I see. What do you explode into? Nothing good.
Watch out, your friends cry, as something comes hurtling straight at your face. You keep your cool. Your friends gasp as you catch whatever it is before it clobbers you.
Oh crap! Ain't that great? Random hero's armor, sure. So compared the hero's armor to this, it's down 2, down 1. Okay. What about for you? Ooh. Up 1, up 2. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Go up to a person. Hey, did you lose this? I just got free armor. Oh, God. Okay. Well, we know where the plague is coming from. Speaking of wanting fire back. Skills. Flame. Ah. Money.
You spot a sign standing prominently on the cape. This sign reads, "Strike the Steelers somewhere on this island." Oh yeah? What will happen if you do, you wonder?
New patch of area to explore, I guess. Turns out it was in the volcano and you missed it. Oh. Oh, Death Mage? Get the tree we're gonna use. Nice. Yeah, we can use flame. Because of course it's weak to it. Could have done the tri-attack. And eulogy.
You did great.
Treasure center. Huh. Cards affected with deadly poison take 2 to 12 points of damage at fixed intervals. Ow. If I use 2, I get 4. No bueno. Hey, we're just level up. Melanie level up. Cool. Don't have to worry about their health.
You come across two men sitting on a rock. They take no notice of you or the party, but you can hear their fervent discussion. You listen in and deduce that they are a pair of thieves. You lean in, trying to hear what else the thieves are talking about. You catch pieces of the conversation here and there. Stashed the goods away. That island shaped like a... right in the dragon's nostril. It sounds like they've just told you where to find their stolen loot. The dragon's nostril? You cock your head in disbelief, but just manage to maintain your concentration. Your perseverance pays off. You come to learn that the island itself is shaped not unlike the dragon's head. You hastily grab a scrap of paper, write down what you've heard, and quietly sneak away.
Review the hint about the treasure at any time by selecting the key items menu. Really? Probably like right around here then. If this is the mouth, and I assume that's an eye. I don't know. Figure it out as we go along. I don't have to look at the sign. This way to the mausoleum. Alright. Helpful sign if I was going that way.
A monster appears. Rather, you approach it, because the poor thing's paralyzed from head to toe. You may be able to aid it by administering some curative.
Do it a curative. Sure.
You take pity on the creature and administer some curative. Able to move once more, it makes a clumsy attempt at a bow, and then it is gone.
Level up for Mar. Almost at full levels. Build the necessary requirements and unlock the Undead Treant's enemy story. Alright, Undead Treants. What you got for me? Undead Treant. It is the utmost importance that these paragons of pestilence be felled the moment they are encountered, for the plague they spread does not fade with their death. When he first fouled the woodlands and among the rotted trees and sickened animals, it was the undead treant who absorbed the plague and purified the pures. Aw. Unfortunately, the creature inside seems to be super miasmic. Like, it's coming out, and then it's just nothing more.
Found a stela. You try gently knocking on it, as if to test its solidity. You swear you feel a rumble coming from the east. Pick up a scrap of paper dropped by some manner of monster. It has a message scrawled on it in crude lettering.
One treasure, tip of the Western Peninsula.
Clearly, whoever dropped this message did not want to forget where the stolen treasure is hidden. You stash the scrap of paper in your pack and resolve to keep an eye out for the treasure on your travels. A monster appears. Do you want to say something? It's standing around and fidgeting. It points to you and then goes stiff, acting as though paralyzed. Aha! This must be the creature whose paralysis you cured with some curative. It hands you a bottle of medicine, takes a sweeping, graceful bow to show you how far it's come, and takes its leave.
Himself. Yep. I'm on limit again. Sure.
You spy a rather large number of monster prints on the ground. A wry smile plays across your lips as you remove the scrap of paper from your pack. You pluck the monster's note, which you picked up just west of the sign pointing you to the mausoleum, from your pack. After scouring the area for a bit, you find a chest hidden in a shady spot behind a rock. The scrap of paper tells no lies. You greedily open the chest.
Ooh, moonlit gown. Plus 12, plus 2. Defense and speed. Equipment. She's definitely going to be faster than Ritus. All this time. Jeez. I forgot to take the poison off. Oh, jeez. That's funny. The poison ring off. Because she doesn't get affected by poison anyways. More defense. I'd rather do the poison one. Poison one for him. If we had a darkness one, that'd be pretty cool.
A stela stands before you. Wasn't this a sign just a moment ago? Great. Now you're seeing things. There's a message engraved on the stela. It reads, "Those who would cross must strike me true." You see another island across the sea. Why striking a stela would allow you to cross, you haven't a clue.
Will you strike it anyhow? Yeah.
You give the stela a solid thwack. Not a moment later, the entire party begins to levitate. Before you know it, the strange power delivers everyone safely to the far island. Without warning, an old man leaps from the underbrush. "My replacement," he screeches. He sidles up to you. "Mind living on this here island in my stead?" he offers cloyingly. "Ew, no," you sneer. "Then by force it is," he shouts, leaping toward you.
How strong is this old man? What if he has 1 HP but like 99 armor? Oh. Okay. You frozen? Oh, he resists. Uh-oh. trust in the work that I put in. He threw a stone. How rude.
Fortune favors the bold.
I do how much damage? 4, 5. Times 3? Times 4. That's 10? Five and then 3? Five and then 3. All right. I hope we get nothing from it. A whole 10 gold. Hey, level up. Bruno levels up.
This island is cursed, the hermit explains, and he along with it. Doomed to spend eternity here unless he finds someone to take his place. Defeated, the old hermit sinks wordlessly to his knees. A lone tear tumbles down his withered cheek. Monsters suddenly appear from who knows where. They surround the dejected old man and let out bitter cries of lament. Come to console me, have you? He says sweetly, petting each of them gently. He quietly nods, rises to his feet, and makes his way to you. The island gets as lonely as I do. Someone's got to keep her company. You had better leave, the hermit says softly, handing you a garment that glows with an almost divine light. You feel yourself begin to levitate once more. Has he chosen to remain on the island after all? Is that what this is about?
Island Hermit.
The party finds themselves back on the cape. The stela that once rose from the sand is nowhere to be found. You turn your gaze toward the hazy, solitary island in the distance. Farewell, you say quietly into the wind.
Cursed Blessing. 2 more for defense. I would say garb woven by light. Legendary garb woven with divine blessing. +3 in defense. What Melanie already has. Can we go back there anyway? We can't. The one-way stop. Interesting. Yes, I do. Okay. Oh, so this is all mountainside, isn't it? That was a monster.
Your friends insist it was probably just a rock, but convinced it was a monster, and you can prove it. You point out the coins are scattered in the thing's wake. What kind of rock drops cash, you say smugly?
Oh, that's a lot of money. Freeze stay ring protects against freeze. Just level up. I don't need to level up. Mars, the first one to reach max level. Fulfill the necessary requirements and unlock the Skelemancer's enemy story. Alright, Skelemancer. The religious scholars knew if they were to ascertain the true nature of magic, they needed immortality. One lifetime was simply too short. Ere long, their pursuit of eternal life made monsters of them all. Now freed from the intellectual and rational pursuits, invoke spells with what sounds like pure joy. There's a mausoleum. Cool. Oh, I wish I could just zoom out some more, so I have like an idea of where this hidden treasure might be.
Something's catching the sunlight just so. You move closer to get a better look at it. You find a chest lodged in the hollow of a tree. Something about this feels familiar. You fish a note out of your pack. Sure enough, this is the location those thieves mentioned when you were eavesdropping. Quite convinced you found their stash, you open the chest with a self-satisfied smirk on your face.
Oh, gold lightning. Plus 20 in attack. Gold lover. Let's see. Equipment. Plus 6 in damage. A bow imbued with godlike power. -1 in speed though. Fringe. You can't outpace everything anymore. Oh no. So if that's a nostril. That's its mouth. That's a weird way to look at it. Its eyes like there. I don't see it, man. It's like, yeah, it looks like a dragon. No, it doesn't. If that's supposed to be the right nostril, this is supposed to be the left nostril. Fiery mouth is here. Teeth all the way around. More body. And this must be its eye. This is its eyes. And then it's like the back of the head. Its wing and its tail. Which means it's got a tiny head. I don't know, man. I can't see it. Enter, sure. To the mausoleum interior. How big is this place?
And
Oh. Ah. I was not expecting an enemy like this.
you catch sight of figures you are pretty sure are Ivory Order disciples standing at the door to the mausoleum. Let us through, you say, but something isn't right. Trespassers will be disposed of on orders of Master Sherwin. Kill, they murmur dispassionately, and then attack.
You get dark damage. You're weak to it. Bruh. They don't resist light. Okay. Yeah, probably best to use the other one. Oh well. Lots of stuff. Hey, my final level up. Levels up one more.
It seems the Ivory Order disciples have come back to themselves. Their faces are blank. Apparently, they don't recall anything after Sherwin ordered them to guard the door. Could he have hypnotized them? The Ivory Order disciples are gone.
Enter the depths of the mausoleum. Fill the necessary requirements and unlocked Ivory Order Knight's flipside story as well as the Disciples flipside story. And these are characters. Good characters. He was taciturn? He was taciturn, kept his head down and did his duty. Not one of his cameras could ever recall hearing his voice. Shield is heavy, the rope suffocating. Sweat soaks his mask, battling the heat. Who has energy to talk? Not this guy. Everyone wears a mask and cloak, white as the Durban snow. The suits her just fine, more than fine. One might say she joined the Ivory Order just to wear it. One wouldn't be wrong. Her undeniable beauty brought her attention. Unless suitors, each marriage proposal more insufferable than the last. Mask and cloak gave her peace once more. That's nice. Water? Yeah. Riddles gets her last level up. Low?
You shall not pass. Die.
That's awfully rude. Hey, last level up for Melanie. guess.
You sense something strange about this place. You can hardly make out your surroundings in the dim. You'd best watch your step.
What do you manipulate? The camera has been restricted. But I have a torch, and why did I go up when I pressed down? The heck? Actual spikes, or just like, haha, funny?
Ouch. The floor's covered in spikes. Looks like a trap meant to deter trespassers.
Ooh, 10 damage. Bruh.
You did great.
Can't jump, right?
A member of the Ivory Order stands before you. Your hand flies to your weapon, but she does not so much as flinch. She watches you intently. Sensing your discomfort, she offers you a bag. You know not what is in it.
Will you accept it? Yes.
You eye the woman suspiciously as you take the bag from her hand. She nods solemnly and leaves.
Nice. She doesn't want to be a part of this. Ooh. The Crease enemy story has been unlocked, as well as the Light Wolf's enemy story has been unlocked. Ooh, 2? Reliquary and Wolf. Light Wolf. Ancient texts tell of a creature quite similar to this one. It seems the ancients worshipped them as keepers of the Lifelight. In recent years, there has been no end to the number of adventurers pursuing these wolves in the hopes of capturing one, never needing to worry about the light again. Aw. Reliquary. Spurned by their flocks, these wayward harpies were struck by lightning, imbued with magical powers, now white as driven snow, create themselves with a divine air. Though they longed to return to the flock, the radical altered form led their own to see them as enemies, slashing until their white feathers ran red with blood. Yikes. Okay. Bruno levels up. He's almost at max. Okay. Lost Souls enemy entry. With staggering magical prowess, there's at last the souls regain the modicum of humanity, gaze upon their skeletal forms in despair and vow to become human once more. No spell could return the flesh to their bones, though experiments did yield a way to reconnect with loved ones. Any who interfere with this joyous rite are killed. Over here. Failing Fist, treasure chest found. Fist of Goliath, plus 19 attack, also known as by the monkier God Fist, or moniker. Moniker. A weird way to spell it. Claim the God Fist. Ups attacks by 5, lowers movement by 1. That is okay. The guy we let me through.
Every order disciple stands in your way. Something strange about this one, too. This is as far as you will get. Let's do this.
Oh. Forty attack, 15. Yeah, this should do a lot.
That was lucky.
Down by 110. Almost. Wow, whole 15 damage. Eulogy or just hit him. Just hit him. That plus 4 gems was godsend. Alright. So continue to the next level. Actually, we're gonna stop there. And session of Voice of Cards, the Isle Dragon Roars. So next time we'll continue down the bottom of the mausoleum and see where the story takes us. Will we find this horrible person who's going to use a dragon tear to claim the world? We'll find out soon. Alright, until next time, take care.